for the win. Bang! Back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by Jordan. Open. Chicago.
Welcome back to another episode of All in the Mix. This is episode 10, and today we have a returner, our first returner to the show. Welcome back, our friend Ajani Kennedy. How you doing, bro?
Sir, man, what's good? What's good? I'm straight, y'all. How are y'all?
Good, man.
Good.
So you're home now. You've been home for what? Almost 2 weeks now?
Yeah, probably half.
How's it been being home? Obviously, you got your ass out of Martin, so.
Damn, bro, it's been great. I've been home in so long, bro. It just felt good to finally just see some familiar faces and just familiar surroundings, bro. Lay in my own bed.
That's got to be great, yeah.
I feel that. So since the last time we had you on, what was that, episode 3? How did the rest of your season go for you guys? I know you guys came up a little short of the conference tournament. I think you guys ended up like 9-16, 10, something around that range.
Yeah.
How did the rest of your season go for you personally, and then how do you think it went for your team?
For the team, we came up, I think, like one game short of getting the final spot of the conference tournament.
Right.
And then, so that was kind of a bummer. But for me personally, I kind of finished off kind of on a downhill slope, Didn't hit as shots I normally hit, but it's a learning experience, so I can't complain.
I feel that. Do you think, like, I don't know what your mindset or like attitude was towards like the end of the year, because obviously you guys weren't gonna be in the NCAA tournament. Like I don't mean to be like disrespectful, but I didn't see that kind of happening for you guys. Did that affect the way you were going about the games, or were you just like, you know what, like I'm trying to win no matter what, even if it gets cut?
How it was, we got to a point where we were on what road trip? I think it was on our last road trip, the last weekend of the season. Cause like we had a chance to go like for like the past 2-3 weeks of the season, and then we had to sweep our last road trip, and we lost the first game of the road trip. So after that, everybody was just like, "Fuck, we're not going to the tournament." So everybody was just like not caring.
Yeah, it all just went like
Downhill. We ended up winning the last game of the season though, but just cause I feel we won, cause then nobody cared what happened if we won or lost, cause we wasn't going to the tournament. So we were just playing free.
I feel that. So after the season, you made the decision to make a move. Obviously, after you came home, I know you like talked it over with your family and whatnot, and with me a little bit. You entered the transfer portal. What kind of brought you to make that decision now, as opposed to maybe waiting till the summer or waiting until, I don't know, a different time?
Mm-hmm. Really, like as we talked about in the earlier episode, like when my coach died, that was probably like the only reason why. He was the one that got me to the school. Basically, he's the reason why all of us came to that school.
Right.
So when he died, transferring after the season was always in the back of my mind. And so once everything unfolded and how the season ended, how it ended, I was just ready to get up out of there as soon as possible. So I talked over my mentor and stuff, and he was like, just wait a little bit, see what you need to do at that school, and then you can enter the transfer portal when everything is figured out. So that's when I decided to enter and made my move.
So very, very, very shortly after entering the portal, you had announced that you were verbally committing. I'm sure this might have been kind of planned out already, maybe. You committed to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. So you'll be making your way back to the Big West. Was that an easy decision for you to pick Cal Poly, or go slow. Was that an easy decision for you? And did you have more options, or were you kind of like focused on one place?
Mm-hmm. It was an easy decision for me because, for one, it's back home, like back in Cali, way closer. Like it's like a 4-hour drive, but that's way closer than hopping on the plane. And then the head coach is dude I play high school basketball with, Jamal. That's his dad. So I've always had a bond and a connection with the coach. So even when he was at Fullerton, he was recruiting me at Fullerton, but just didn't pull the trigger. So I feel like this was just perfect timing. Like everything just happens for a reason, fell into place at the right time. So I was just ready to get. When I found out he was interested in me and wanting me, was no hesitation to make that move.
Very good. So this is obviously going to be your last year playing college ball. What's your mindset and what's your attitude going into this coming season? I know it's still really early because this season right now is still going on, but what kind of attitude or like mindset shift are you going to have going into this last year?
I'm taking everything like way more serious. Like I've always been joking around and stuff, and like I've matured like as the years went on. But I feel like this year, I really want to win. Like since I've been in school, I ain't never been a winner. So I'm trying to go somewhere, help them win. I just want to win. That's basically it.
There we go. That's a great attitude to have, especially going to a school like that. That is just, I think,
San Luis Obispo is a beautiful place to be, bro. Just letting you know, it's beautiful. It's awesome. My sister went there, so it's pretty great.
Absolutely. And Ajani, you know, I told you I used to live out that way too. So like, if you need to know the ins and outs of everything. I got you. It's an easy call up there. And last question I have about this move. What can Cal Poly fans or Big West fans in general expect from you making your return back to the conference?
I feel they could expect the same they've been getting when I first was in the Big West. Stretch forward, could run the floor, hit threes. Get the highlight play. But also, I just got better. So I've brought a lot more toughness to my game, being in the OVC, and just a lot. I feel like my IQ got a little bit higher, so just expect higher IQ plays, more physicality going forward when I come back.
You got the whole summer.
Facts. And I got the whole summer to get better, so just expect something special.
That's awesome. So, Cal Poly fans, any of you see this, you guys got a good one coming your way. 6'9" point forward over here. So, like I said, congratulations on that move. I mean, I don't want to say we all kind of saw it coming, but I'm really proud of that move. It's a great move for you as far as
awesome.
location wise. Whenever there are fans allowed at the games, we will be there.
I love going to Cal Poly, so yes,
absolutely.
Definitely have to.
Absolutely. We all love San Luis Obispo. So moving on to college basketball, Tyler, what is going on, man? It's March Madness. What's up, man?
This is probably gonna be my biggest segment on this show so far. So, strap in, I guess. So first off, I'm gonna go over my picks that I had coming into the tournament before it all started and everything. And then who I had going to the Final Four. What'd you say?
I said before it all blew up.
Right, exactly. Okay, so my Final Four that I had coming in was Illinois, Gonzaga, or I made a couple brackets, but the majority was Illinois, Gonzaga, either Ohio State, which obviously lost already, so and then Baylor, or I had Texas as well in some, so that was tough because they also lost, which we'll get to in a little bit. And in the national championship game, I had Illinois playing Gonzaga, and then I had Gonzaga winning, which would be the first time since 1975-76 season the Indiana Hoosiers had an undefeated season for the whole season. They were coached by Bob Knight as well, so that's to be expected.
Yeah. Wait, do you guys remember when Kentucky had that year when
lost to Wisconsin in the Final Four?
And all their fans were getting those tattoos. They were getting like the 44 and up.
Yeah.
Lost in the Final Four
prematurely too, bro. Before they were even there.
Yeah, they lost. You said they lost to Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was here just natty.
That's tough.
Yeah, that was brutal. So to kick off the insane craziness that is March Madness, this year there's been a ton of crazy upsets like Quinn mentioned, and to start it off on Friday, probably the biggest upset to start the tournament was number 15 seed Oral Roberts completed the first upset, knocking off the 2 seed Ohio State Buckeyes, who, like I said, I had in some of my Final Fours. So yeah, that really blew it up. They beat them 75-72. They went in overtime to do it. And Oral Roberts was led by. Sorry, one second. Oral Roberts was led by the nation's top leading scorer in Max Abness, who had 29 points and 5 3-pointers in that game. And then they were also stepping up was forward Kevin O'Banner, who had 30 points and 11 boards as well. So he went off as well. Yeah, that was a shock to everyone. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I guess I could have, just because I did talk about him earlier in the year. Like, he was a legit ass player. And I don't know. I saw Ohio State play Illinois in the Big Ten championship, and I was shocked that happened.
Yeah,
So
I think ESPN, you know how they have those like weird random facts about, like, I think they said that was the lowest seeded team to beat a higher seeded team in overtime ever. Some shit like that, because they were a 15 seed.
That's a very random stat. Wow.
It's like one of those random.
Yeah, it had to be in overtime. Yeah, because I know Virginia, the 1 seed, lost to UMBC 16 seed
I remember
in
that.
2018.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that game was insane. Yeah. So that was the first time in a long time. But yeah, I think this was the upset since then. That was the lowest seed. And then later in the day, a team that's really hot coming into the tournament, I think people kind of sleep on them, is number 12 Oregon State. They had the second upset of the day by handily beating 5 seed Tennessee. By the way, I don't think Tennessee should have been a 5 seed. They were terrible in that game. I watched that game. It was awful.
I would have rather seen you play them or something.
Yeah, I honestly don't think Tennessee deserved that, but it is what it is. I'm not the committee. So Oregon State won 70-56. They were led in this game, and they led the whole way pretty much, like end to end the entire game. They were led by their center Roman Silva, who stepped up with 16 points and 4 rebounds. He's a community college player, by the way.
I think it is, bro.
What's up?
Bro, I think I know him.
Yeah, he played at oh my god, what was it? Something Valley College.
I'm about to find out right now.
Bro, what high school did he go to? Didn't he go to Diamond Bar or Diamond something?
What's his name again?
Roman Silva. I know I played him with Santa Ana in a tournament.
He's from Rancho Cucamonga.
What high school did he go to?
I'm about to find out. I'm probably gonna cut this little part out if the shit takes too long.
You could just be like, he's from Rancho Cucamonga, and then like edit it, and then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he went to Diamond Ranch, bro.
Yeah, bro, we scared, bro. He almost gave me a fucking concussion, bro.
Damn, really?
Yeah, he went to San Bernardino Valley College. He went to SBFC.
He looks kind of like a pretty dirty player, but yeah, I don't know.
Big as shit.
Yeah, no, he's big. And before that, he really didn't score like that or anything. So yeah, he had 16 points and 4 rebounds. So he didn't grab like a ton of rebounds for a big guy, but. And then, of course, their guard, Ethan Thompson, he finished with a double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds, and he added 6 assists as well. That dude's a dog. Him versus Cade Cunningham tonight is going to be one hell of a matchup, I think. And I think that game's going to be really good to watch. One of the biggest upsets on Friday that I don't think anyone saw coming was definitely 13 seed North Texas defeating Purdue, the 4 seed, 78-69. The Mean Green, which the Mean Green, I love that name. That's a great mascot. They were led by their guard, Javion Hamlet, who had 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists. And they also had their forward, Thomas Bell, put in 16 points and grab 5 rebounds as well in that game. I had Purdue in like every single bracket. I did not look at that as an upset game at all. I don't think any analysts even talked about that game.
I didn't even know North Texas was in the tournament, to be honest with you. Until I was like,
Quinn's like, this team, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, man, who the fuck is North Texas?
Who's North Texas? No, yeah, I know. That was crazy. This is what March Madness is all about, really. I mean, it's just insane. And then another decently surprising upset on Friday which was number 11 Syracuse and number 6 San Diego State. San Diego State, everyone was saying could even make like a Sweet 16 run. They thought they were that good. They didn't show up. They came out and played like absolute ass.
I don't know
the
if
first
you,
half.
if you had watched that game.
I did watch that game.
Bro, Syracuse played their zone the whole fucking game.
That's how they play, and it screwed up San Diego State.
Bro, they couldn't shoot out. They couldn't shoot.
And they couldn't shoot worth a damn.
For nothing, bro.
Exactly.
They only had one dude trying to shoot, and you can't shoot like 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They're standing.
Matt Mitchell wasn't doing anything near enough. Like,
shout out to Matt Mitchell though, IE's finest.
Yeah, Matt Mitchell's great. Don't get me wrong. It just he didn't step up like I thought he would in that game.
I think that game is like exactly what you would think of like an ACC team playing against like whatever like Mountain West or whatever.
Mountain West team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's two different types of basketball for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. For Syracuse, this is one of the reasons why San Diego State had so many problems. The coach's son, Buddy Boeheim, went the heck off. He had 30 points and he had 7 3-pointers with that. And he grabbed 4 rebounds. And then, there was no answer for him. Watching this game, he was dominant. He was a problem. There's nothing they could do. He would get his shot no matter what. I mean,
Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think if Buddy Boeheim was at a different school, do you think he'd be playing like this anywhere else?
No.
I was thinking about that when I was watching the game because it's his dad.
I honestly thought it was his grandpa because that motherfucker's old, man. Real shit. But see, my thing is, you guys remember Bryce Alford when he was at UCLA? I mean, Tyler, obviously, you probably.
Of course. Yeah, he's right behind me.
I don't think he would have been a starting point guard at any other Division I school. Like, that's just my little hot take. I
Probably not. I think he probably could have played like decent minutes, places like pretty decent minutes. Because he was so good.
But getting the minutes and being like the starting point guard at UCLA, like, come on, man. Like.
And he obviously didn't recruit a point guard probably for that reason. Like, we didn't really have a point guard through those years until like Aaron Holiday. So.
What was that, Ajani? What did you mean?
I said he's not a point guard at any other school, bro.
No, yeah, he's a shooting guard for sure.
He's a shooting guard. He's
just like a scorer guard.
Ninth man that goes in, hits a three, but
yeah. What was I gonna say? Okay, and then moving on to Saturday. To start it off, 10-seeded Maryland upset number 7 UConn. 63-54. The Terps had guard Eric Ayala have 23 points and 5 rebounds, and then they had guard Daryl Morcell put up 7 points and pulled down 7 boards as well. That wasn't too much of a shock. I had Maryland a couple times beating UConn.
To be honest.
What'd you say?
I didn't think that game was an upset. I don't think.
No, yeah, like I was just gonna say, not really an upset. It was just kind of like a 7 and a 10 game. Those are 2 good teams, so you just never know with those. And then in an upset that a lot of people were talking about and predicted to happen was 13-seeded Ohio beat 4-seed Virginia. They beat them 62-58. By the way, Virginia was the defending national champions. And because of COVID, they still technically were from, 2019, I guess? Yeah. Ohio was led by guard Jason Preston, who a lot of people think is a hell of a player.
His story is crazy, man. His story is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all guys have seen that at all, but he's got a hell of a story for sure.
Yeah, he's got quite an inspiring story, that's for sure. He had 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, and then they were also helped out by their forward Ben Vanderplas, who that dude went off, man. I didn't even know who the guy was really, and then he really took it upon himself. He scored 17 points, 5 rebounds, and he had 4 assists as well. Yeah. And then after pulling off the OT win in the first 4 versus Michigan State, the 11-seed UCLA Bruins came into their first round matchup against 6-seed BYU and beat them 73-62. That shocked me, honestly. I didn't know if we could beat them because BYU scores a ton. Alex Barcelo is a hell of a point guard. He's awesome. I loved watching him. He's so smooth. He's great. They score a ton of points, and we don't really play defense like super well always, but we held them to 62, so that was really surprising. And the Bruins were led by the 3 J's, as me and Quinn like to call them. Johnny Juzang, 27 points, 5 rebounds. Jaime Jaquez, 13 points and 8 boards. And then Jules Bernard had 16 points and grabbed 5 rebounds as well. So they all went off. We need Tiger Campbell to score more if we're going to keep moving on. What's up?
I said he wasn't doing nothing yesterday, bro.
He was bad. He was really bad. Me and my dad were not happy with that.
Like to me on offense, they were kind of like hiding him in the corner, and like whenever he
when he did get those shots, clank.
Yeah,
like, bro, he was like 2 for 13 or something like that. It was bad.
I think if UCLA or you guys wanna keep moving on, I think he's got to be the difference maker, other than the other 3 guys we talked about. Obviously, you know, I think Cody Riley's going to struggle with some of the.
He's been struggling. And he struggles because he gets in foul trouble, so he doesn't play like hardly at all.
Center, and he's what, like 6'7"?
Mm-hmm.
The guy from BYU is just like 7'3".
Dude, I know. I was like, oh, Matt Harms is gonna be a problem for Cody Riley, and
right?
He really didn't do a whole lot, and he missed clutch free throws at the end. Like I don't know. They just kind of went really quiet in the second half. They were well in the first half, and then, but yeah, we outlasted them, and we're moving on. And who we play was the biggest shock of Saturday. 14-seeded Abilene Christian knocked off number 3 Texas by 1 point, 53-52. The Wildcats were led by forward Joe Pleasant with 11 points and 8 rebounds. And then they also had their guard Reggie Miller with 7 points and 7 rebounds as well. They didn't have anybody really go off. That's what I was looking at. And I was like, for them to pull off that upset and really not have like a ton of leading scorers was really surprising to see. That was a shock. Like I said, I had Texas going pretty far. Final 4 and a couple of brackets at least. Elite 8. Like, you just never know with March Madness. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't have Texas going like super far, but I for sure didn't have them losing to Abilene Christian.
No, not in the first round. No,
not like that.
It's so crazy how these low seeds can beat these high seeds, and you're just like, what the heck just happened?
It's crazy. It really shows you. I think March Madness shows you. I don't remember who said it on our show. It might have been Dom. He was saying that, like, especially times like this, like even with COVID, like with no fans, it shows like anybody can get beat by
anybody. Yeah.
So, like, you can have.
They're just playing in a gym with like a little bit of fans, like nothing crazy. It's not loud.
Like your mom and dad up there, and then that's it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It is. It's insane. And then just this morning, as I was preparing to do the show, number 8 Loyola Chicago beat number 1 seed Illinois 71-58. That busted my bracket. That busted like all of my brackets. I really loved Illinois, as I talked about Iota Sumu and Kobe Cockburn like all year. Batman, as I like to call him now, with the mask.
Batman. Yeah, he did have that little mask on the show.
Yeah. It's quite sad. I really wanted to see them go further. But the Ramblers center, Cameron Quetwig, who was a part of their 2018 or 16 Final Four run that they had, he was a freshman on that team, and now he's an absolute beast. The dude is a tank. He dominated Kofi Cockburn, which is one of the best big men in the country. Yeah. He had 19 points, 12 boards, and 5 assists, and he also had 4 steals. That dude has some of the best like hands for a big dude. I was like, he was just stripping Io. Like I was dribbling, all of a sudden his hand just reached out and grabs it or tips it, bro. It was crazy.
Johnny, what did you?
Yeah, they're the first team into the Sweet 16 so far, and the number 1 Baylor versus number 9 Wisconsin game is going on right now. I don't know the score currently, but yeah. So Loyola Chicago punched their ticket. And that wraps up the tournament for now. I mean, everybody else, Zaga dominant, obviously. Like all the teams you would expect pretty much won.
No one's beating them.
Baylor's up by 11 with a minute left. I think.
Yeah, I think Baylor's got it. I think they're a dominant team as well.
I do want to shout out a couple of my guys that were playing.
Absolutely.
That
Got
have
to.
playing. Shout out to Eastern Washington. Shout out to Jacob Davison. They
Got
did,
to watch him score some points. That was pretty
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they fell a little bit short to Kansas yesterday. I'm sure nobody had them even coming close, but shout out to Eastern Washington.
Actually, there was some analysts that were talking about that because of Kansas with all their COVID issues and everything.
Yeah.
They did say Eastern Washington had a chance of pulling that offset up, and they almost did.
They were real close.
They played really well, and those brothers, the Groves brothers,
Oh,
Shout out to the Groves brothers, man.
they were
oh.
crazy.
They're nice, man.
Taylor Groves is nasty.
One more shout out I have is somebody that's still in the tournament. Actually, I have a couple more. I'll start with the people that are going home. JG, me and Johnny's guy. Shout out to JG. We're gonna get him on the show really soon too.
I'm my roommate, man.
Yes, sir. Him and Texas Southern fell short to Michigan yesterday. Also, shout out to Drew Buggs over at University of Missouri. They fell a little bit short yesterday too. That game was wild.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then I think that's it for the people that are going home. And then shout out to little bro Gianni Hunt. Is still moving on with Oregon State. Talk to him. He's gonna be on the show soon. We just need this tournament to be over.
He's a hustler. He's a fighter for sure.
He's a
watching
dog,
him,
man.
he goes for everything.
Yeah, he's a dog. Shout out to him. I'm looking forward to having him on the show. So moving on to the NBA, we got some headlines, some trades happening. Couple, guys, players of the week. I finally have a new rookie of the week, so we'll get to that eventually. Starting off, Jared Dudley is going to be out indefinitely with torn ACL. Hey, come on, man, stop laughing.
I saw Johnny laugh, bro, and I was just like, I can't.
It's okay, but hey, my guy Jared Dudley tore his MCL in his right knee. He's going to be out indefinitely.
But he is choosing not to do surgery.
Yeah. I don't think it would have made a difference.
No.
Another injury, Marvin Bagley broke his hand and is going to be reevaluated in a few weeks. In just 2.5 seasons, the former number 2 pick has only played just over 100 games. In that short time, he's sprained his knee, he's broken his thumb, and he's sprained his foot. He's kind of just been riddled with injuries ever since.
Yeah, he's injury prone for sure. Yeah.
I hope I don't get canceled for this, but I hope he's not like a vegan or something. Maybe he's got frail body. I don't know what's going on with him.
He's a vegan.
But
he's a vegan.
I don't know, man.
Or if he is, no.
He's hurt a lot. He's got a fragile body. It sucks for him. Hopefully he gets better. The Kings are struggling again, of course, but
he was playing really well before that, though.
Yeah, he was really turning it up. Another one that just happened yesterday. LeBron James is out indefinitely with a high ankle sprain. I don't know if you guys saw the play where he turned his ankle, but it wasn't normal. It didn't turn outwards; it turned inwards.
Inwards,
yeah. Which is going to have you out for quite a while. I saw some things that said he could miss 5 to 8 games, or he could miss the rest of the season. And I'm like, whoa, that.
Damn, that'd be really bad to try and keep winning. Man.
That would be bad. What do you guys think, Ajani? I'll start with you. What do you guys think the Lakers should do in the event? Because I think the trade deadline is coming up within the next week or two. What should they make a move to try to get somebody else they can score, or do they just wait it out and play the game, and who cares where they fall in the playoff?
Nah, they better make a move because these guns they got coming up look tough. You gotta live with Cruz and Dennis Schroeder getting all your points.
Yeah,
those are the only 2 shot creators they have. I could think of.
Yeah.
Schroeder, Cruz.
And then you got Montrez going down low, and that's about it.
Yeah, you got Montrez. You got the young dude. You got Jones down there too.
KCP has decent games sometimes.
Wesley
Matthews has been terrible.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here, man.
Make a move, bro. I can't lie.
We need to get Andre Drummond. That's my big target if we can, if possible.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think if we
a guard.
Yeah, if we do make a move, it's got to be for. I wouldn't trade for Andre Drummond. I would just wait to see if he's going to get bought
Wait for the buyout.
I don't think it's smart to trade for him because I know they're going to ask for a bunch of crazy shit. If you got to trade for a guard though, like who do you look at? You know, because there's not a lot of guys that are up for grabs right now.
Obviously Lonzo's not coming back, so that's not an option.
No, he might end up on the Clippers. I
know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even think the Pelicans should get rid of him, to be honest. He's playing great.
No. I think that the majority of the talks about him going other places, the source 9 times out of 10 is probably his dad.
Probably.
You know, because you guys probably saw he was like, oh, I hope he doesn't like being in New Orleans.
Yeah, he always has something to say.
Yeah, like why are you saying that? I don't get that. Maybe you could look at maybe Ajani's guy Kelly Oubre. Could we make a move for him? But I do think
that would help us.
For Kelly Oubre, bro.
That would help us.
But here's the thing. What are the Warriors? The Warriors are going to try to fleece us. So they're
for sure because we're
ask for like Kuzma, Horton Tucker, and like a pick or some shit. And like I'm cool.
There goes our whole like lineup that can actually play right now. So.
Yeah, so there goes our 2 good healthy players. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they make a move. Lakers haven't been shy about making moves the past couple of years now. Finally, instead of just letting shit go over their head. Hopefully we figure something out. Steph Curry is now the all-time Warriors assist leader. Not too much to say about that. Good for him. I thought he was already the leader for like everything.
Accolades.
Yeah, good for him. And moving back to LeBron, him and Maverick Carter, they teamed up with Fenway Sports Group, and they're now part owners of the Boston Red Sox. Very interesting move to me.
I was surprised the Red Sox was like where you
that was a little strange move to me, but that's cool. Go get your money again. And I know when he's done playing, he's going to be involved with some NBA team. Who knows?
Oh, for sure.
Who knows what team it will be? But another sad one. Former number 2 pick in the '93 draft, 7'6", Sean Bradley he's now paralyzed after being struck by a car while he was riding his bike. He was just down the street from his house in St. George, Utah. I guess him riding his bike is like a regular thing. Everybody sees him out there. This happened in late January. They just announced it the other day. I guess the person didn't see. I don't know what the situation was, but he got hit by a car, and he is now like paralyzed from the waist down. Very, very sad stuff. Yeah, man.
But that changes your entire life. Like you can't do like anything. That's so brutal.
Because I'm sure he already had health problems being 7'6". You know, so that's
most of the time they do.
Yeah, now he's in a wheelchair, which really sucks. I know Sean Bradley's a good guy, and he was just doing his thing. So hopefully, something positive comes out of that. Prayers up for him for sure. Last headline: Monte Morris joins Spencer Dinwiddie in committing to play for Mike Brown and Team Nigeria in the Olympics. I made the same face. Team Nigeria will feature guys like Wesley Iwundu. Don't know what team he's on. Jaleel Okafor, don't know what team he's on. Al-Farouq Aminu, shout out to him. He follows.
Jaleel Okafor still on the Pelicans?
I don't know. Shout out to Al-Farouq Aminu though. He follows me on Twitter. Shout out to him.
Hey, that's dope.
Josh Okogie and our guy Chimezi Metu.
Chimezi Metu.
I think that's a good move for them because I don't think really any of those guys would make Team USA anyways. So good for them. They're representing for like their.
That's a decent group of names. Not bad.
Yeah, I don't think this team would lose to the USA by like 80 or whatever they lost to.
Yeah.
But good for them. Shout out to Spencer Dinwiddie, Monte Morris. I didn't know Mike Brown was the coach of Team Nigeria either. So that's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is news to me. Moving on to some transactions. Ajani, your team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, started off the week trading Hamidou Diallo, a.k.a. your twin, to
Oh, bro.
You just got to have a little bit bigger hair.
They traded him to the Detroit Pistons for Svi Mikhailuk and a second-round pick.
He's a bucket, bro.
Shout out to Svi, super strap.
Maybe.
Svi. OKC in this trade, they added a shooter. They added yet another draft pick to their 1,000 draft picks that they have over the next 8 years.
They have so many draft picks.
Yeah, and then Detroit. This is the funny thing about Detroit. They only have one player on their team that was on the team last year. All they have right now is I think he's a second or third year guy, 20-year-old Sekou Doumbouya. That's
the only guy from their last year.
The only person on the roster from last year. The other people were Blake Griffin and D Rose, and they got rid of them also.
Right.
It's down to Svi and this guy. So Detroit, I don't know what the hell is going on over there. They're not very good. I don't know what they're trying to do. Hopefully they figure something out. It'd be cool to have Detroit be good again. Makes the East a little more fun. OKC did not stop with the trades, though. After that, I believe it was either the same day or the day after. They traded Trevor Ariza, who hasn't played since last March.
No, he was on the team.
Yeah, he wasn't a part of
I didn't even know, yeah.
Yeah, I knew he got traded there or whatever the situation. He was part of the Kelly Oubre thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's right.
I think, if I'm not mistaken. But he hasn't played a game since March. I think he had an agreement with them that he was yeah, I'm not gonna play in OKC. I don't blame him. But they sent him to Miami for Myers Leonard, who we predicted was gonna get moved fairly soon. And a 2027 pick to OKC. Don't got much to say about that one. Trevor Ariza is going to make a difference for the Miami Heat if he shows up to play. And Myers Leonard, the OKC said he's not going to be in their future plans, so I expect him to get waived or traded again.
I don't know if Myers Leonard is going to play ball.
Yeah, I don't think Myers.
This year.
Yeah,
Not after what happened. I don't think so. I mean,
he still has me blocked on Twitter, by the way. Bro, I had tweeted him 3 or 4 years ago. All I said was "you suck." I'm pretty sure that's all I said, and he liked my tweet, and then I clicked his profile, and he blocked me. And I was like, "You're weird." So clearly he's a soft dude, making poor decisions. Also, PJ Tucker finally got moved. Houston traded PJ Tucker, Rodion's Karooks, and Milwaukee's 2022. Did I say that right? 2022 first round pick to Milwaukee for DJ Augustine, DJ Wilson, and a 2023 first round pick. Interesting trade. As a part of this trade, Milwaukee is sending Torrey Craig to Phoenix for cash. Situations like that are always weird to me because I'm like, did they buy him? What was that?
I don't really get the whole cash point. Yeah.
I think they were doing that because they had to make up the cap space for PJ Tucker. Because I'm pretty sure he was getting paid probably more than he should. But, good for him. PJ Tucker's out of Houston. He said it's going to be a fresh start in Milwaukee. I don't really see that being the thing that pushes them over the top. But
I couldn't believe how much attention and everything he was receiving from teams. PJ Tucker has had a very, very, very average year, not even average.
I think he's probably phoning it in a little bit just because.
Yeah, he probably did.
He does make a difference in the playoffs. He's a tough player, gets rebounds, hits corner threes only. I don't know. Good for Milwaukee, I guess. This gives them a little bit more depth. I don't really know who comes behind Giannis anyways, so maybe that'll. Because I'm pretty sure he plays.
Basically, it's just Bobby Portis and Lopez, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly.
Bobby Portis.
Hey, Bobby Portis is a crazy motherfucker. Moving on to the players of the week, I have 5, but one of them is just because of a certain game. The other 4 are more realistic. My first guy who I'm going to talk about is Kelden Johnson from the Spurs. On the year, he's averaging 14, 6, and 2. He had the first 2020 game of any Spur since Tim Duncan in 2013. He had 23 points and 21 rebounds against Cleveland Friday night. Excuse me. That's awesome. Good for him. I know he's having a good year. I don't know if this is a contract year for him, but if it is, he's gonna probably get a decent payday in the summer. Especially playing for an organization like the Spurs. I know it's kind of hard to shine over there because of their system and whatnot, but good for him. My main guys of the week, of course, I'm going with my MVP, Damian Lillard. First game, they played Minnesota. They lost. He had 38, 7, and 4. Next night, they played the Pelicans. He had 56 and 10, and they won. Then they beat the Pelicans again, and he had 36 and 6. And then they beat Dallas. I believe it was Friday. He had 31, 3, and 6. So Damian Lillard on the season, he's averaging 34 and 7. He's my MVP. Like I said, I had said in a previous
Game's going crazy. Yeah.
Now
he got CJ back too.
Yeah, and CJ McCollum is back. I forgot to mention that he's playing pretty well too. Ajani, I think we had asked you this like early on and when we did your episode, but who do you have for MVP since I just came across that topic right now?
Joel Embiid, bro.
Yeah.
Still, bro's killing.
Yeah. I agree. I think he's gonna get the Giannis treatment. Like if you have the best team or whatever, you're gonna get MVP. He also is playing really well too. So that
yeah,
helps.
Absolutely.
That helps. We will see if it relays through the playoffs and whatnot as well. But we'll get there. Zion Williamson is one of my other guys. He's averaging 25, 7, and 3 this year. Just having a monster year. He's got like the best field goal percentage in the NBA, I'm pretty sure, or top 5. In a win versus the Clippers, he had 27, 2, and 5. Then they lost to Portland back-to-back games. He had 28, 5, and 8 in the first one, and then the second game he had 26, 10, and 3. That's pretty much all that's all you can ask of him. You know, he's going to get you rebounds, he's going to get you buckets. He's doing all he can. Like I said, he's averaging 25, 7, and 3. So there's not a whole lot else he can do. Maybe get a couple more rebounds, I guess, if you like want to nitpick at something. But for a second-year guy, this is pretty impressive, I would say. So good for Zion Williamson. Hopefully it carries that carries off into the playoffs. My last two guys I campaign for damn near every episode. I'll start with Bradley Beal. He's averaging 32, 5, and 4. Monster year, but you know the Wizards are struggling again. That they did make a push right before All-Star break, and now it's tanking again. He had 37, 6, and 5 in a loss to Milwaukee. In a loss to the Kings, he had 29, 6, and 5, and then they beat Utah, and he had 43, 2, and 5. You know Bradley Beal's going to produce and do his thing every game, so it's nothing new to us. But the Wizards need help. Bradley Beal needs help. That man's got to get out of there. Last person.
I leave though, so I can't even help him no more, bro.
Exactly. He doesn't want to leave.
He doesn't want to. Yeah, like we can say whatever we want. Doesn't matter.
He wants to keep trying to win out there, but
It's not gonna happen.
You might need to bring Gilbert Arenas back.
I'd say they need to make like a move or something if they really want to keep that core, because it sounds like Russ could leave too. So.
Oh yeah, I don't see him staying.
Ever since Kelly Oubre got traded, bro, to me. No, for real though, bro. They had a squad with John Wall, Brad Beal, Kelly Oubre, one of the
They did. I like that. They had Otto Porter as well. I like that. Yeah.
That was a squad.
Who knows?
Who was their center? Oh, Gortat back then.
Hey, Gortat, the Polish hammer.
Bro, they were nice, bro.
Yeah, he's nice. My last guy, Zach LaVine. Obviously, I campaigned for Zach LaVine heavy. He's on the year. He's averaging 28, 5, and 5. In a win against OKC, he had 40, 4, and 2. They lost to the Spurs. He had 29, 6, and 6. They lost in overtime to the Nuggets, and he had 32, 4, and 2. Obviously, the Bulls are losing a lot of damn games. He's got no help over there. I don't care who people want to talk about on that roster. He's got nothing over there. Zach LaVine, get the fuck out of Chicago, please. Somebody help him. Get him somewhere else. Even if it ends up being somewhere like, I don't know, like if he ends up in like New Orleans or something like that, even that would be better than fucking.
That would be better because he'd have people to play with. Yeah.
People to score the thing. He wouldn't have to. I mean, he's capable, obviously, scoring 40 every night.
And Kobe White's gone way down from when he was starting to play really well.
Yeah.
So.
My rookie spotlight. I have a new one finally. Anthony Edwards is having himself a week. This past
Yes.
He's averaging 16, 4, and 2 on the year. He's creeping up on the Rookie of the Year award, but I still think LaMelo Ball is running away with it. Still, I think he's still averaging 17, 6, and 6, something like that, which is amazing for an 18-year-old, 19-year-old. Anthony Edwards, though, they beat Portland. He had 34, 4, and 2. They lost to the Lakers. He had 29, 4, and 1. They beat Phoenix. He had a career high 42, 7, and 3. And then they lost to Phoenix again. He had 11, 10, and 6, which I don't know what happened in that game for them, but they lost. Anthony Edwards is having a monster week. He's definitely, I think he's coming around he's figuring it all out. I think they're letting him start get some more minutes, so I think that's helping too. Ajani, I'll ask you this: who do you think is going to be Rookie of the Year? Is it going to be one of those two guys, LaMelo or Anthony Edwards, or or do you think that it's close, or do you think it's kind of like a runaway with who's got it now?
It's them two, and no one else is in the race. I ain't even hearing about no rookies this year. I don't remember who got drafted this year.
Facts. Yeah, I think the only ones that could maybe slide in the conversation, I'd mentioned it before, was Tyrese Halliburton from the Kings. He's having a pretty good year. And then
But he's cooled off quite a bit.
yeah, he's cooled off a bit. And then when the Warriors give him minutes, James Wiseman plays.
Oh, James Wiseman, yeah.
James Wiseman plays really well when he gets the minutes. I know they're trying to figure it out over there, but
I don't know what they got going over there, bro.
Yeah, now Curry's hurt and everything, so it's like
that's a tough situation.
yeah. They got Jordan Poole stepping up quite a bit though. He's had some good games lately.
Yeah, for sure. I got one team on the come up, one team on the rise right now. The Atlanta Hawks. Since firing Lloyd Pierce, we had talked about, well, people always blame the coach. It's always the coach. It's never who's on the team. Turns out it's looking like it was the coach. Since they fired him, they're on an 8-game winning streak under interim coach Nate McMillan. I think it's a combination of getting everybody back healthy, with the exception of DeAndre Hunter, because I know he's still out. Gallinari's back, Bogdanovich is back, Cam Reddish is back, Rondo is playing, Trae Young is playing, Capella is being Capella. I think it's a lot of
John Collins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. John Collins. How could I forget?
Forget about him.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of getting their guys back, but it also just might be that they got a fresh face on the bench. Nate McMillan is a successful coach. He was a successful player. I think that that's going to be good for that team. There are a bunch of young guys. I think Nate McMillan would do a good job if he ends up being the full-time head coach. They sit at the 5 spot in the East right now, which is crazy because like 2 weeks ago they were like bottom of the barrel and
Last almost, yeah.
Yeah, and I think Tyler, we had talked about it before. I don't remember what episode it was, but we both said in the East you could go on a 5-6 game winning streak and go from the bottom of the conference to now you're in the playoffs.
Right. Yeah. When we were talking about when the Nets were doing their thing. Yeah.
The Nets, and then I think who else? It was like the Hornets or somebody else.
Yeah. Or the Knicks, not the Nets. My bad. The Knicks.
Yeah. But yeah, I it takes very little to move up in the East right now. Because you look at the teams in the playoffs, majority of them are 500 or just above 500. So the Hawks are the perfect example of you can go on a little win streak and now you're in the playoffs. I think this was the perfect time for them to go on a streak. Wrapping up the year pretty soon. Going on an 8-game winning streak is not too bad. The Hawks are led by Trae Young, averaging 26, 4, and 9. John Collins, 18 and 7. DeAndre Hunter, who's still out with I think he's having a knee procedure, at 18, 5, and 2. And Clint Capella is averaging 14 and 14. And I think like a couple blocks as well. Yeah. Yeah, he's averaging 14 and 14. He's getting every damn rebound out there. I don't know if you guys saw. I'll touch on this a little bit, but back to John Collins. I think I read that they're kind of shopping him, but not really. I guess they're just taking calls and to see like what kind of.
Yeah, I would not. Yeah, no, he's too good.
I think as of now, I would change that if I was them. I would say, you know what, we're gonna rock out like this, and because I know that this is a contract year for him too. So in the offseason, I think I also read that they were going to match whatever offer he gets. So we'll see what ends up going on with John Collins, if they trade him, if they keep him. I think he's a big part of that team. Big high energy guy, gets a lot of buckets, gets a lot of rebounds. So, but are the Atlanta Hawks going to go far in the playoffs? Probably not. Hey, mark my words.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. See if there's another bubble. You never know what's going to happen. So that pretty much wraps up our NBA portion. So we usually end the show with asking everybody the same questions. We've already had your ass on the show, so we've already asked you these questions. Now, to my understanding, you have some questions for us. What questions do you have for us? Let us hear it, bro.
First question I got is current players. Who your current starting five in the league right now, and six man.
So is it by position, right?
No, you could just go with the five best players that you gonna throw on the court.
Damn. I was gonna go by position, but okay. Sheesh.
You want to go first?
Sure. I have to think about it for a sec, but I know same.
I'm gonna do mine by position.
Go ahead. Yeah, you got it. I'm still thinking.
All right. I think I got mine. All right. So at the 1, I'm gonna go Damian Lillard. At 2, do they have to be active players, or like can they be injured?
He said right now, right? Yeah.
What? Wait. What?
No, they could be injured as long as they like.
Okay. I got Damian Lillard at the 1. At the 2, I'm gonna go Klay Thompson. I'm gonna go Klay Thompson at the 2. At the 3, I gotta go Bron. At the 4, Kevin Durant. At the 5, Anthony Davis.
Solid.
Oh,
Solid.
And then
But you have a 6-man too.
you said a 6-man. 6-man is either gotta be James Harden or Joel Embiid. One of those two. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's and then the coach. I'm gonna take it one step further. I'm gonna take a coach. I'm gonna make my coach Jason Kidd.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
Here it is. Okay, for me, I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic at the 1. The 2, I'm gonna go. Let's go Bradley Beal.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, and then the 3, I'm also gonna pick KD, and then the 4, or no, yeah, it's 3, and then the 4. Let's pick LeBron at the 4, and then 5, Joel Embiid or Jokic.
Yeah, I forgot
Those 2.
That's tough. Hey, that was a good question, man.
Yeah, 6-man. Damn. James Harden or Damian Lillard. Yeah.
That's tough. All right, Ajani.
What do you got?
Man, I got, Dame gonna be my 1. My 2, Kyrie. 3 and 4 interchangeable with Bron and KD. My 5 gonna be Joel Embiid, and then 6-man James Harden.
Yeah, he's like mine. Yep.
Yeah,
Good picks.
I mean, we all pretty much got the same answers.
I'm just glad no one picked Giannis, bro. I'd have been sick.
When Tyler was thinking of his 4, I was like, bro, if he says Giannis, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, I was not gonna say Giannis. We've talked about this before.
Hey, he's like, my 4 is Giannis and my 5 is Rudy Gobert. Like,
just to spite y'all. Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Hey, this next question I got, this one for Quinn, bro. Hey, Canes or Chick-fil-A?
What?
Canes or Chick-fil-A, bro?
Bro, you gonna ask me the stupidest shit on here. I'm not gonna go into full detail about why I don't like Canes. I don't want to incriminate myself, but I'm taking Chick-fil-A any day of the week, including Sundays. I don't care if they're closed. I'll take them over.
Including Sundays. I don't care if they're closed.
I'd rather not eat on a Sunday than go to Canes on a Sunday.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
No, thank you, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I appreciate the question though. You're funny. You're funny, bro.
That was good, Johnny. That was good.
I was like, bro, I know he didn't just ask me that shit. Like,
I know, bro. I was starting to laugh because like what happened in your screen and everything. You dropped that on yourself, and then I really laughed from the question. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You're a funny guy, man.
What do you pick, Johnny?
You say Cane's gonna smack the shit out of you, bro.
I'm for sure going Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Canes good though, bro.
No,
Cane's is good.
Not, bro.
Cane's is good.
No, it's not. It
The
tastes.
sauce is good.
No, all right, I'll give you that.
Sauce is good, and the Texas toast is good. That shit's pretty good.
All right.
Canes good, bro.
Hey, the
Just 'cause you went out there and
fries and the chicken are mid.
Yeah, chicken's like. Chick-fil-A's got better chicken. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else. And then, what y'all listening to new music right now, bro? Like, I need some new tunes, so I need some new music. What y'all listening to?
Bro. Let me see, bro.
Have you heard? What is it? Oh my gosh, let me look it up. Hold on. It's only the family, Loyal Bros. It's like Lil Durk and a bunch of other people in like one album. That's a slap. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah, it's called Only the Family, Lil Durk Presents Loyal Bros. It's got a bunch of tracks. Just like debut like March 5th. I think there's a lot of good songs on there.
Quinn sent me one of them songs, stuff was crazy.
The what was it? Hellcats and Trackhawk, that shit.
Yeah.
That goes, and me and Duty Low with King Von.
Oh yeah.
That's a slap. I love that song.
Hey, that song is old too.
Yeah.
Shit. I was gonna say that too. What else? I've been listening to that little like Drake quarantine pack, that little Scary Hour.
Hey, all three of those songs are great.
Oh, bro.
Really,
Yeah.
I listened to one of them, but
Lemon Pepper
Very
Freestyle.
good. Which one do you like, Quinn?
Wants and Needs. I don't really. I feel like, Rick Ross's verse was like not necessary on that other song.
It's a slow song too, somewhat slow. Yeah. You don't like What's Next? Nah.
What else? Shit. Well, Ajani, me and you listen to like the same fucking music basically. So,
I feel like I probably listen to similar music as well. So.
Life's a Mess 2 with Post Malone and Clever, Juice WRLD. Slap. Honestly, bro, I've been listening to a lot of that Dropbox, bro. Like that. For our viewers and people that see this.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, our little Dropbox is very crazy. Yeah, bro. I mean, I haven't really been listening to a whole lot of music. What I have been listening to though is like podcasts.
Podcasts.
Like when I'm at work, there's one that I found that like just came up that is like really like strange, but like it's kind of funny. You guys know who Arian Foster is, right? The NFL player.
Oh yeah, the running back.
He has a podcast with PFT commentator, the guy from Barstool. It's called.
What the heck?
It's called macro dosing, and they basically just talk about like conspiracy theories and shit. But like it's pretty funny. It's like it's good to listen to as like good background noise, you know, like when you don't.
When you're driving and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been listening to that a lot. All the Smoke, obviously.
Obviously.
And the I Am Athlete podcast is pretty good too.
So I'm watching that. I've been seeing that on Twitter.
Who's that by?
It's like Brandon Marshall. Ocho Cinco.
Oh dang.
I don't know who the other guys are.
All receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of get off topic a lot and they like talk about a lot of dumb shit on there sometimes, but it's a pretty good it's a good listen. All right, guys, that wraps up another episode of All in the Mix. This is episode 10. It's our first milestone episode, so we had to bring our guy back. We are 10 episodes in. That means we're 10 weeks in, which is crazy. So yeah, just like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next episode. This one that you're watching, I mean, it'll be dropping when you're watching it. But yeah, we don't have a guest yet confirmed for next week, so I will announce that later on in the week. So yeah, thank you guys. Stay tuned.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I said don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know I'm all in the mix, all in the mix. Talk to me nice, all in the mix.